وَمَنْ أَحْسَنُ قَوْلًا مِّمَّنْ دَعَا إِلَى اللَّهِ. Who can be better than a person who calls towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our Creator? Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalam ala Sayyid al-Mursaleen wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'een. Chapter number 7 from the book Significance and Classification of Hadith. And this talks about the chain of transmission of 8 companions. You see, for a student of the sciences of Hadith, this is very, very essential to know the chain of transmission from Imam Bukhari to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, from Imam Muslim to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, from Imam Abi Dawood to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. How the hadith goes, the chains, and how the text of the hadith is transmitted from generation to generation until it reaches Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So on page 105 you will find a chart here, the chart of the most authentic chain of transmission. So look at this chart. First of all, this is called Asahul Asanid. Asahul Asanid means the most authentic chain of transmission. Look at the first chain. Imam Bukhari is narrating from Imam Malik, and Imam Malik is reporting from Tabi'i Nafi', and Nafi' is a freed slave of Abdullah bin Umar radiyallahu anhu. Now look at the second authentic chain. Abu Bakr ibn Abi Shaybah, the famous Imam Abu Bakr bin Abi Shaybah, he reports from Imam Zuhri, who is the Tabi'i, and Imam Zuhri is reporting from Ali Zainul Abidin, son of Hussein, and he is narrating from his father Hussein, and he is narrating from his father Ali ibn Abi Talib, and he is reporting from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now, according to Imam Yahya bin Ma'in, the famous scholar of Hadith, he is narrating from Amash. Amash is a Tabi'i and a student of Ibrahim Nakhai in Kufa, and he is narrating from Alqama, the famous Tabi'i, died in 62 Hijri, and he is narrating from Abdullah Bin Masood, the famous Sahabi, and the hadith goes to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now, the fourth chain, the most authentic chain, according to Fallas and Ali al-Madini, when they report it from Imam Ibn Sirin, who is a Tabi'i, a successor, and he reports from Ubaidah, and Ubaidah reports from Ali bin Abi Talib, and that's how it reaches Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now, according to Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal and Ishaq bin Rawiya, if the chain is from Imam Zuhri and his master is Salim bin Abdullah bin Umar, the grandson of Umar bin Khattab, and he reports from his father Abdullah bin Umar, and he narrates from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the first chain of Imam Bukhari, it is called Silsilatul Zahab. Silsilatul Zahab. When Imam Malik reports from Nafi, and Nafi reports from Abdullah bin Umar, and Abdullah bin Umar reports from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is called Silsilatul Zahab, golden chain. Now let's go page number 109. 109, Abu Huraira. Look at this chart. Abu Huraira narrates 5,374 traditions. 5,374. So, and though Abu Huraira accepted Islam in 7th Hijri after the Battle of Khaybar, and he lived with Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam for about 4 years or little more, but he was doing nothing except learning from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, memorizing and then transmitting to others. He not only narrates directly from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but he narrates from Abu Bakr, Umar and Usman, the first 3 caliphs, because Abu Huraira died in 57 Hijri, and he witnessed the era of Abu Bakr and Umar and Usman. He lived in Medina, and not only these 3 caliphs, he reports from the senior Sahaba like Ubay bin Ka'b and Usama bin Zayd and Aisha radiyallahu anha, Ummul Mu'mineen. And from Abu Huraira, there are the Sahaba who narrate, and Tabi'in also narrate. And these are, see, the junior Sahaba, for example, Abdullah bin Abbas, who died in 68 Hijri, he narrates from Abu Huraira. And Abdullah bin Umar, who died in 73 Hijri, also narrates from Abu Huraira radiyallahu an. And Anas bin Malik, who was servant of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, also narrates from Abu Huraira. And Jabir bin Abdullah also narrates from Abu Huraira. Look at this chart here now. The famous Tabi'in, Ikrimah and Ata and Sayyid bin Musayyib, the greatest Tabi'i in Medina, who met more than 500 companions, 500 Sahaba. Sayyid bin Musayyib directly reports from Abu Huraira. And Mujahid, everybody knows Mujahid bin Jabr, famous Tabi'i, died in 107. And Imam Sha'bi, he reports from Jabir and others. And the famous student of Sayyid bin Musayyib is Imam Ibn Shihab Zuhri, died in 124, and Imam Malik is his student. So Imam Malik narrates from Ibn Shihab Zuhri, and Ibn Shihab from Sayyid bin Musayyib, and Sayyid bin Musayyib from Abu Huraira radiyallahu anhu. Look at this, the bottom part of this chart. So Imam Bukhari is narrating from the students of Imam Malik, Ismail and Abdullah bin Maslama al-Qa'nabi and Abdullah bin Yusuf. These are the masters and teachers of Imam Bukhari, and they are students of Imam Malik. So between Imam Malik and Imam Bukhari, you find lot of narrators. So this is how the hadith from Imam Bukhari reaches Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the narrations are all by the famous companions Abu Huraira radiyallahu ta'ala an. Now look at page number 111 and the chains of narrators of Abdullah bin Umar. Abdullah bin Umar is son of the second caliph Umar bin Khattab radiyallahu an. Now he narrated 2630 ahadith, 2630. Abdullah bin Umar died in 73 Hijri. He reports directly from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and also indirectly because he saw the era of the first three caliphs in Medina. So he narrates from Abu Bakr, he narrates from Umar bin Khattab, he narrates from Usman bin Affan radiyallahu ta'ala anhum ajma'in, and he narrates from the wife of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Ummul Mu'minin Aisha, and Abdullah bin Masood, and Hafsa bint Umar, the wife of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the real sister of Abdullah bin Umar. Hafsa and Abdullah bin Umar, they are the children of Umar bin Khattab. So Abdullah bin Umar is narrating directly from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as well as through the wife of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and as well as through his father. Look at the Tabi'een who were the students of Abdullah bin Umar. Ta'us died in 104. Shahid bin Jabr 107 Hijri. Ikrama also died in 107 Hijri. These are all the famous Tabi'een, knowledgeable people, and they are all narrating from Abdullah bin Umar radiyallahu ta'ala anhuma. And Salim bin Abdullah bin Umar, his own son Salim, and Sayyid bin Musayyib, the greatest scholar among Tabi'een in Medina, and Nafi bin Hormuz is of course the freed slave of Abdullah bin Umar, and Hassan Basri is also narrating directly from Abdullah bin Umar, and Ibn Sirin, the two famous Tabi'een from Basra, Hassan Basri and Ibn Sirin. And then we find Imam Ibn Shahab Zuhri and Abdullah bin Dinar and Imam Awza'i are narrating from Nafi. And of course Imam Malik is the famous narrator from Nafi, and then goes to Abdullah bin Yusuf, who is the teacher of Imam Bukhari, and that's how the Imam Bukhari received the knowledge of hadith, and it goes up to Abdullah bin Umar radiyallahu ta'ala anhuma, and it reaches Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Now the third important Sahabi who narrated lot of ahadith is Anas bin Malik radiyallahu anhu. You see, Anas bin Malik was 10-year-old only when his mother Sulaim brought him to serve Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was 10, and when Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam died, he was 20, and he lived for 82 years after Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam died in 11 Hijri, and Anas bin Malik died in 93 Hijri. So 82 years, and he was very old, almost more than 100 at that time, and he died in Basra. He was the last Sahabi who died in Basra, Anas bin Malik radiyallahu anhu, from Ansar. So he is reporting directly from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and indirectly also from Ali and Ibn Umar and Ubaidah and many other people. And you see here the famous students of Anas bin Malik are Ishaq, Imam Zuhri, and Humayd at-Tawil, and Qatada, the famous Tabi'in. And from them are Sufyan and Shu'aib, Imam Malik, Imam Lays bin Sa'd, and Muhammad bin Abdullah Ansari, and Imam Shu'bah bin Hajjaj, and Sayyid. And from them you see Abdullah bin Muhammad and Abu Yaman and Abdullah ibn Yusuf, Qutayba bin Sayyid, Abdul Walid, Hafs bin Omar, and Ibn Abi Adi. And they are all the teachers of Imam Bukhari rahimahullah. You see how the hadith is transmitted from one generation to another generation by the scholars of that time. Look at the chart on page number 115. The chain of transmission of the ahadith reported by Aisha radiallahu anha, the wife of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Ummul Mu'mineen. She reports 2,210 traditions. She lived after Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam for 46 years. 46 years. And she was the brilliant and the genius person in Medina. And this was the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that she was in the marriage knot with Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and she was a faqihah, and she was giving ruling to the people in Medina. She narrates directly from her husband Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and also indirectly from her father Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, the first caliph, and Umar bin Khattab, because her house was next to the masjid, and she was listening all the sermons given by Umar bin Khattab. And also she reports indirectly from Sa'd bin Abi Waqqas and Usayd bin Hudayr radiyallahu an. And from Aisha Siddiqa radiyallahu anha, other Sahaba report, like Abu Huraira and Abu Musa Ash'ari also. And you see here the famous Tabi'in, Sayyid bin Musayyib, Alqama, Masruq, Hafsa bint Sirin, and Amra bint Abdul Rahman. They all are the students of Aisha Siddiqa radiyallahu ta'ala anha. And you see here two famous scholars from the Tabi'in. One is Qasim bin Muhammad bin Abi Bakr. Qasim was her nephew, the son of Muhammad bin Abi Bakr. Muhammad was the real brother of Aisha. So Qasim bin Muhammad bin Abi Bakr is the nephew of Aisha Siddiqa. And look at Urwa bin Zubair. Urwa was also mahram to Aisha, and she is the aunt of Urwa also, because Urwa's mother Asma bint Abi Bakr is the mother of Urwa bin Zubair. So Qasim bin Muhammad and Urwa bin Zubair, they were mahram to Aisha Siddiqa, and they learned a lot from her, and they transmitted to the next generation. And you see Hisham bin Urwa is the son of Urwa bin Zubair, and he was a great scholar of Medina. And similarly Ubaidullah bin Umar bin Hafs and Imam Zuhri and Imam Malik, they are all students of Hisham bin Urwa. And then you see from there the hadith goes to Imam Lays and Imam Malik, and ultimately reaches Imam Bukhari rahimahullah. Now look at page number 117. This chart shows you the narrations made by Abdullah bin Abbas, cousin of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was a brilliant person. He is called Hibrul Ummah. He is the scholar of the Ummah. When Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam died, he was about 14 or 15, but he was so brilliant, so intelligent, that Umar bin Khattab used to invite him to join his shura. So he was very close to Umar bin Khattab, the second caliph of Islam. So he learned a lot. And Abdullah bin Abbas narrates from Umar bin Khattab. He narrates directly from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and indirectly from Umar bin Khattab and Ali ibn Abi Talib. And Ali is also his cousin. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is also his cousin. And he narrates also from Abu Dharr Ghifari and Ubay bin Ka'b and Mu'adh bin Jabal, the senior Sahaba. And you see here, there are a lot of students of Abdullah bin Abbas, because he was appointed, Abdullah bin Abbas was appointed as governor of Basra by Ali ibn Abi Talib. So he was in active politics and administration from 35 Hijri to 40 Hijri. And after the death of Ali, Abdullah bin Abbas, after the death of Ali ibn Abi Talib in 40 Hijri, Abdullah bin Abbas first migrated to Medina, and then he migrated to Mecca, and he settled in Mecca. And he was teaching in the holy mosque of Mecca, and he had lot of students, and his speciality was Quran, but he was narrating a lot of ahadith also. So Jabir bin Zayd, Kurayb, Ubaidullah bin Abdullah bin Utbah, and Sayyid bin Jubair, Ikrama, Ata, and Shabi are the students among Tabi'in of Abdullah bin Abbas radiallahu an. And from them, the next generation gets the knowledge. Dawood bin Amr bin Dinar, Imam Zuhri, Abdullah, Hakam, Zayd bin Aslam, and then the next generation you see Imam Malik. Imam Malik and his students are Qutayba bin Sa'id and Abdullah bin Yusuf and Musaddad, Sulaiman bin Harb, Ismail and Musa and Abu Nu'man, and they are all the teachers of Imam Bukhari rahimahullah. Now look at the chart on page 119. This is the chart showing how the ahadith of Jabir bin Abdullah Ansari are transmitted to the next generation. Jabir bin Abdullah died in 78 Hijri, and he narrated 1,540 ahadith from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So he narrates directly from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and also indirectly from Abdullah bin Umar radiallahu an, and his son Salim bin Abdullah bin Umar. And you see the famous students of Jabir bin Abdullah Ansari, Qatada, the famous scholar from Basra, Mujahid from Mecca, Imam Sha'bi from Kufa, Hassan Basri from Basra, and Muhammad bin Muslim, Ibn Shahab, and Ata from Mecca, and Ibn Jurayj from Mecca, and Amr bin Dinar. And you see, they transmit to the next generation. And Hamad bin Zayd, Sufyan bin Uayna, Shu'bah, Hisham, and Abdul Razzaq San'ani, they all get the knowledge from the Tabi'een, and ultimately the masters and teachers of Imam Bukhari, Abu Nu'man, Ali ibn Abdullah, Muslim, and Muhammad bin Bashar, Ibrahim bin Musa, and Ishaq bin Ibrahim, they are all masters of Imam Bukhari rahimahullah. Lastly, see the transmissions made by Abu Sa'id Khudri radiyallahu an, who died in 74 Hijri. We are on page 121 of the book, Abu Sa'id Khudri. He died in 74 Hijri and transmitted 1,170 traditions. And he narrates directly from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and indirectly from Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, the first caliph, and the second caliph Umar bin Khattab, the third caliph Uthman, because he is from, Abu Sa'id Khudri is from Medina, and these three caliphs were in were in Medina. And he also narrates from Ali bin Abi Talib and Zayd bin Sabit Ansari and Malik bin Sinan and Ibn Salam. And the students of Abu Sa'id Khudri radiyallahu an, there are many, Abdullah bin Umar, Abdullah bin Abbas, Nafi and Ikrimah, and Abu Tufail, the last Sahabi, and Abdurrahman bin Abi Sa'id, his son, and Zainab, wife of Abu Sa'id Khudri, and Abu Umama bin Suhail, and Imam Zuhri, and Abdullah bin Abdurrahman As-Sa'sa. So, and then the next generation, we find Malik bin Amr, Zayd bin Aslam, and Abdurrahman bin Abdullah bin Abdurrahman bin As-Sa'sa, and then of course the Imam of Medina, Imam Malik, and in between Imam Malik and Imam Bukhari, you see Imam Qa'nabi and Ismail. So this is how the ahadith of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam were transmitted from generation to generation until they are penned down by Imam Malik and Imam Bukhari rahimahullah. So you see the famous Sahabi Abdullah bin Masood. We are on page 123. He narrated only 848 ahadith. He died in 32 Hijri, and he was appointed as a teacher in Kufa by the second caliph Umar bin Khattab. Abdullah bin Masood is the senior most Sahabi, and he used to say that I am the sixth person on this planet of earth to accept Islam. My number is number 6. Abdullah bin Masood from Mecca, Al-Huzali. So he narrates directly from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. At the same time, he narrates from Umar bin Khattab and Sa'ad bin Mu'adh. And from him, the junior companions of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam narrate. Anas bin Malik, Abu Musa Ashari, and The four Abdullahs means Abdullah bin Umar, Abdullah bin Abbas, Abdullah bin Amr bin As, and Abdullah bin Zubair. And of course, Jabir bin Abdullah, the famous Sahabi, also narrates from Abdullah bin Masood. And among the Tabi'een successors, Qadi Shurayh, Abu Wa'il, Sayyid bin Jubair, Alqama, Masruq, the people from Kufa, direct disciples of Abdullah bin Masood. They narrate, and from them Al-Amash and Ibrahim bin Yazid al-Naqai and Mansur bin Mu'tamar, the famous people from Kufa. So you see, these are all students of Abdullah bin Masood radiallahu anhu. And the famous Imam of Kufa, Sufyan Thawri, he gets the knowledge indirectly from Abdullah bin Masood, and then he transmits to Qubaysa and Jarir and Asim al-Ahwal and Ibn al-Munkadar, and then it reaches to the masters of Imam Bukhari, Hajjaj bin Minhal, Imam Awza'i, and Mis'ar bin Kadam, and Qutayba bin Sa'id, and Aban bin Abdullah, rahimahumullah. So you see here how the transmission is made from these famous Sahaba. So the summary, some companions have narrated more traditions and some have narrated less traditions. Number two, the abundance and scarcity of narration depends on the personal interest for knowledge, opportunities of company of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, intellectual capacity, power of memorization, power of narration, age, health, responsibilities, and preoccupations, and many other things. Number three, the companions who narrated more traditions than all the other companions are: number one, Abu Huraira radiallahu an, then Abdullah bin Umar radiallahu an, and then Anas bin Malik radiallahu an, then Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha, and then Abdullah bin Abbas radiallahu an, and then Jabir bin Abdullah radiallahu an, and then Abu Sa'id Khudri radiallahu an, and the eighth one is Abdullah bin Masood radiallahu an. The scholars of hadith differ about the most authentic chain of transmission, but the most authentic chain of transmission according to Imam Bukhari is when Imam Malik, who's a tabi'i, is reporting from his master Imam Nafi, who is a tabi'i, and Nafi from the famous Sahabi Abdullah bin Umar, and Abdullah bin Umar is reporting from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.